2 then. Number 2 is the same deal, so I'm not going to waste time talking about it. Let's just do it. 128. Well, let's start with something small. Is that divisible by 4? Yes. 4 and what? 32. There we are. And I know that 32 is 16 times 2. Very good. So then doing that, I know that 128 is 4 times 32 and 32 is 16 times 2. So altogether, let's put that in a square root. 4 times 16 times 2. Very good. And of these, what is the square root of 4? 2. What is the square root of 16? 4. So then you know that this is going to turn into 2. That's the 4, square root of 4. Square root of 16 is 4. And this guy, unfortunately, has to stay inside of the square root. And you know, of course, that 2 times 4 is simply just 8. Okay, now some of you might say, Mr. Millan, I turned this into 64 times 2. Is that okay? Completely fine. It means that you skipped all these steps and you went right to the last step. Okay, so again, 8 square root of 2. 27, what can I break that into? 9 times 3. Very good. So then you have 27 is the square root of 9 times 3. What's the square root of 9? 3. So this just turns into 3 square root of 3. But here's the problem. You already have a 3 over here. So then what happens? You had this 3 right there, and now this guy has another 3. So what do you do with those 3's? Do you multiply, add, subtract, divide? You have to multiply. Very good. 3 times 3. So this turns into 9 square root of 3. There we are. Now, over here, square root of 98. What can I do with that one? Well,
49 times 2.
Very good. This just turns into 49 times 2. Now, how did you know that? You just have to do the math. I'm sorry if I'm not slowing down enough right now. Please watch some of my other videos, okay? If you need a little refresher on how to break 98 down. But you just divide 98 by 2 and you would have gotten 49 and 2. And then what's the square root of 49? It's just 7. So that just turns into 7 square root of 2. Okay, good. 3 of them done. Last one to go. Square root of 48, okay? That I can break down into 16 times 3. And if you do it little numbers by little numbers, like if you had divided this guy by 4 and then gotten 4 and 12, that's fine. Because you're going to see that we get to the same answer. What's the square root of 16? That's 4 again. And the square root of 3. Okay, so there we are. Those 4 numbers. Now let's go ahead and put the numbers together that we can put together. First off, 8 square root of 2 goes with 7 square root of 2, right? And they're both positive. So that makes 15 square root of 2. 9, that was negative, right? And 4 square root of 3, very good. 9 square root of 3 and 4 square root of 3. Negative 9 plus 4, that makes it negative 5 square root of 3.
Actually, 4 is negative.
Very good. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 is also negative. So then that would be 9 and 4, so that would be 13, right? Square root of 3. And so that's your final answer. 15 square root of 2 and 13 square root of 3. Can we combine these two? No, because they don't have the same square roots.